On this part of our journey, we tour Hot Springs National Park in Arkansas and visit the Little Grand Canyon of Mississippi.
Good morning. It's a nice, brisk 33 degrees in Russellville, Arkansas this morning. We slept well last night. It's 92% humidity right now. Yeah, that's the South. The not so distant roar you hear in the background now is Interstate 40. Now, pretty much all Cracker Barrels are located really close to an interstate. You're gonna hear some interstate sounds and all that with Cracker Barrels, some more so than others. The one that we stayed at in North Kansas City really wasn't bad at all. It backed up to a natural area and it was remarkably quiet. Here, not so much. It was pretty loud, so we were very thankful we have white noise sound machines. Kaylee has one, we have one, and we can crank those up and drown out just about anything. We woke up a little bit early. We're excited to move on to Hot Springs, onto a new national park. I'm a happy man this morning because we're getting fuel at the Kroger Fuel Center here in Russellville, Arkansas for $1.71 and 9/10 per gallon. That's wonderful. We have Kroger fuel points, 1,000 of them that we got back home, and we can use them at any Kroger Fuel Center across the country. So we timed it such so that by the time we got here, we're almost empty. The truck just beeped about a quarter of a mile before we got here. It said 50 miles to empty, and I'm like, score! We're filling up the truck, filling up a couple of extra 5-gallon gas cans that I keep around for this kind of situation, and also just to have some backup gas at some points in time. So yeah, should be able to get 35 gallons of fuel for about 60 bucks. So that's awesome. I'll take it.
We are doing our first squiggly road, as we call it, pulling our new home. This is Scenic Highway 7 from Russellville down to Hot Springs. It's been a beautiful morning. It's warm enough that all we need is a little jacket, but the road is very curvy. The sun is in our faces and there are no guardrails on either side. So I'm not particularly enjoying the drive, but we will eventually get there, hopefully safe and sound. First backing in experience at a pretty narrow campsite went really well. He did a good job.
Let's go down to the river.
Well, we made it to our site here at Hot Springs National Park Campground. It's Gulpha Gorge Campground. We wanted to be small enough to camp in the national parks, and we had heard that if your rig is 35 to 40 feet, it can be a little tricky in some of them, and certainly not all of them could even fit our rig. But we're 33 feet long, and it is quite perfect, actually. We have full hookups. This is $34 a night. We are really, really pleased with our decision. Backing in went really well. Will did a great job. So I feel like we're kind of getting our footing with this fifth wheel business. Hot Springs is the second smallest national park in the nation, but it contains 47 hot springs. Although the water comes out of the ground at a steamy 147 degrees, it is cool enough to touch, but barely. Oh, that feels good. Oh, wow. That's hot.
Oh.
Oh, it's hot.
Just don't keep your hand in there for too long.
At just over a half-mile long, the Grand Promenade is a brick pathway that runs behind the historic bathhouses, a great place to soak in a gorgeous day. Park staff must regularly replace the pipes used to carry the spring water to the fountains and bathhouses.
So this is what happens to the pipes here. The mineral buildup in the hot water creates tufa.
That was a 4-inch pipe.
Wow. And now it's like half clogged. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can get two for the price of one though.
Wait, I've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm sure you've heard that a couple times.
All of that is tufa.
Yeah, but it's soft. Look at that.
Oh,
Well,
weird.
some of it is, some of it's algae,
Yeah.
but a lot of that is just the rock.
Built in the early 1900s, the elegant bathhouses were famous as resort destinations for people seeking healing and wellness from the spring waters. These luxury spas replaced the crude bathhouses of the 1800s, which often burned, rotted, or collapsed due to poor construction. Although most of the bathhouses are no longer used for spa treatments, the Fordyce is now home to the park's visitor center. The rooms have been restored and furnished to display their original elegance.
Mommy excited?
Two? Yeah. There we go as well.
It was long believed that the minerals in the spring water had healing properties that could cure everything from arthritis to polio. The treatments offered included baths, showers, massages, and saunas.
Those are minerals.
Could you still drink it?
You wouldn't want to drink this anymore because those minerals got a little too big. But when you drink it right when it's super, super hot, all of that stuff goes through your body, it goes into your bloodstream, and the same reason why you drink milk to have strong bones for calcium, that stuff's even in this water. And you can even see some of that calcium right there, those big chunky things at the bottom.
Oh, that's calcium?
That is calcium.
Wow.
Built as a carriage road in the 1800s, the Mountain Scenic Drive offers lovely views of the city of Hot Springs and the surrounding area. That's what you do with Pringles. Locals all have their favorite spring where they collect their drinking water by the gallon.
Pretty good.
Best water in Hot Springs. That's right.
That's what they told us. So.
You look at this plaque over here, it tells you what all's in the water.
Kaylee respectfully disagreed about the flavor of the water.
As any parent will tell you, you can learn a lot from your children if you'll pay attention. last night. We were pretty tired. We had been touring the national park and driving around a good bit, and we were going outside having a little campfire, which was very, very nice. And our daughter struck up a conversation with two teenage girls who were camping next to us. And we were pretty tired. I don't know that Angela and I would have really put forth the effort to do so, but our daughter, if you know her, she's the most social person you'll probably ever meet. She of course did, and the girls that she was talking to, just, you could tell they just loved her. This morning on our picnic table, they had already left, and they had left a little note saying how much fun it was to meet her. They had left her a little amethyst. Kaylee loves that kind of stuff. It just reminded me, how often is it that we can bless someone or someone can bless us if we'll put forth just a little bit of effort? In this day and age, even though people are so connected, theoretically, at least electronically, the truth is that in true face-to-face relationships, we're often just void of a lot of those. We don't have enough of those face-to-face conversations these days as we really need to. So just a friendly reminder, strike up a conversation with random people, and you never know who you'll meet, and you'll never know who you might be a blessing to.
Well, we are wrapping up our time here at Hot Springs National Park, and this has been one of the best campgrounds we have ever stayed in. The sites are paved, they're very level. Our site backs up to a creek and we could just hear the water flowing the whole time. It was super peaceful, and Kaylee has been able to ride her bike all around the campground. It's just been a really, really nice break from all the driving that we've done. So now a day and a half left, and Lord willing, we'll be making our way into Mississippi. Now you've crossed it two ways.
Well, last year you walked across it, you waded across it. And this time,
You drive across.
we drove across it.
With our house behind us.
We hauled our house across the river.
Well, we've made it to Hattiesburg. Welcome to the South. It's a balmy 74 degrees here, December 9th. So not exactly the kind of Christmassy weather you expect, but we're happy to be here. We're happy to see our family. Our second favorite thing about coming to the South is obviously to eat. There's really, really good food here. Our first stop today is a place called Mugshots. If you want the best burger you've ever had, complete with the best beer battered fries, this is the place you want to go. Show me what you got.
Cheese.
It's so stretchy.
Best burger in the world. All right, my stomach is happy, but now I need a nappy. We took advantage of some nice weather to go for a short hike with my brother and great niece. Called the Grand Canyon of Mississippi, Red Bluff is a rapidly eroding canyon that's over 400 feet deep. It's grown so much that a nearby road has collapsed into the canyon. We scrambled down a steep, so-called trail that led to railroad tracks before reaching the base of the bluff.
We're at Red Bluff, and it was like really sketchy to get down. Yes. Like, we almost fell a few times because like the rope was like really. It was about like this big. Yeah, and like the sticks were really big. Yeah. It's very pretty. The view, I love it. There's a river. Actually, there's a stream. Is it a stream or a river? Yeah, it's a little creek.
this a hike? I don't know.
This is
I
not
just don't
a
know.
hike. This is like painful to
Oh,
climb
good
up.
grief.
Oh, we made it.
Are you girls a little tired?
We went all the way down there.
We were blessed to celebrate the birth of our Savior with my family for the first time in several years. My brother Michael put together a fun game that was a lot harder than it looked.
All the prizes.
Hey, if you do what I knew it.
We spent a couple of relaxing weeks at his campground, and we look forward to the next time. It was a lot of fun to be with my mom for her birthday as we rang in the new year. Mom just needs a new TV.
Well,
To watch Called to Journey.
that's right.
Happy New Year! Our final weekend in Mississippi was spent with family and friends, just soaking in the special moments by the campfire.
They're like, why would you boil a peanut? And I'm like, you don't know what's
What else
good.
do you- what
That's
else do you
why.
do with it?
What else are you gonna
What do you do
with
with it, Will?
You boil it. You don't boil it, you boil it.
Boil it. This is the good old peanut.
Oh my goodness.
Look at there.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so good.
Good.
Oh, and they're salty.
That's a good peanut.
That
Briny.
is good.
Very
Very briny.
This is the diversity of ranch. Okay? You can put ranch on your dressing. Salad. Okay?
Yep.
You can raise cows on a ranch. Okay? You can turn nuts and bolts with a ranch.
Uh-huh.
And you can also ranch your clothes out.
Oh yeah.
So it is multi-purpose.
It's a very useful word.
Join us down the road as we head to the bayou and let the good times roll in Cajun country, where we enjoy the people, the food, and the heritage of Louisiana. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois, apprécie ton voyage.